Alright, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, Legends Division single action up next with Brutus the Barber Beefcake set to go one-on-one against your Olympic hero, Mr. Kurt Angle, accompanied by Miss Georgia Washington.
This next Legends Division match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing 172 pounds, here he is, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Now I'm sure there are some of you fans saying, well, it's been a long time since we've seen Brutus the Barber Beefcake around here. Actually, no it ain't. It was only 4 months ago when he made his last appearance against primetime Bobby Mills. But Brutus the Barber Beefcake is back tonight and going one-on-one against the Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and that is going to be a hellified good match right there.
Brutus is always great. You can always count on him. If you're calling in a favor and you need someone to work a match, well, Brutus is your man.
I heard he was suing the Belt Council for stealing his haircutting gimmick.
Well, hey, that one might actually be true, Danny. Oh, wow.
His opponent, accompanied by Miss Georgia Washington from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 124 pounds, Kurt Angle.
And for those of you who did not get enough Georgia Washington earlier this evening, well, she's back here, this time with Kurt Angle, set to go one-on-one against Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I don't know, who you fellas like in this one?
I'm thinking Kurt Angle's been very hot lately, and I believe he's going to win this match. After all, we don't see Brutus the Barber Beefcake all that often, do we?
Yeah, but that don't mean he can't pull an upset. I mean, it's entirely possible, ain't it?
Gentlemen, we have seen some seriously unlikely upsets in the past, so I don't put nothing past fate.
I'm favoring Angle based entirely on his past success, his track record. After all, he's been performing quite well lately.
Yeah, he has been racking up the wins. It's true.
It's damn true.
I like you guys. You can hang out longer. Well, Brutus has got a big smile on his face. Well, let's see how this all shakes out. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. They come center ring. Brutus nails him with an inverted atomic drop. Kurt Angle goes down like a stone. Misses with the kick. Kurt Angle gonna make him pay for it. Rib breaker. The Olympic hero delivers a stomp. Goes behind into an arm bar and an arm breaker. Oh, man. Brutus rounded back up, counters with a right, and a shoulder tackle takes Kurt Angle down. Brutus rounded up, jawjacker, backs him off. Kurt Angle, belly-to-belly suplex from the Olympic hero. Georgia Washington watching her fellow work here. Brutus counters with a kick to the midsection. A jawjacker from Kurt Angle again, and a one-arm takedown. Kurt Angle quickly going for a cover here. Just a one. Brutus Beefcake catches a stomp to the back. Kurt Angle now on trying to unscrew the head of Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Slams his head down to the canvas since he can't get it unscrewed. Back body drop from Brutus Beefcake. Brutus rounds up Kurt Angle. Whips him to the ropes. Oh, look at that little do the hustle and a counter kick. Brutus says, oh, no, you don't, man. Oh, double axe handle. Takes Kurt Angle right back down again. And Brutus Beefcake starts to take over this match. Now, Kurt Angle and Brutus Beefcake trading shots. Another rib breaker from Kurt Angle. Followed up with another stomp to the midsection. Brutus counters with a knee to the head. And now Brutus the Barber Beefcake stalking Kurt Angle into a sleeper hold. Well, this could complicate things for Mr. Angle. Jawjacker from behind backs Brutus Beefcake off. Here we go, Georgia Washington manipulating the turnbuckle as Kurt Angle goes into a leg lock on Brutus Beefcake. Well, doesn't seem like Georgia successfully removed that turnbuckle. Brutus Beefcake catches a shot from Kurt Angle. Whipped into the corner. Kurt Angle misses with the charge, and a clothesline from Brutus takes him out onto the floor. Brutus Beefcake quickly rolling out after Kurt Angle as the referee starts the count. Winds up the arm. Kurt Angle unwinding it himself and turning it into an arm drag. Nicely done. Kurt Angle, definitely one of the best technical wrestlers we got going. You're definitely right about that, Gene.
Absolutely. Kurt Angle is definitely one of the greatest technical wrestlers of his time.
Kurt all the way up on the top rope and a crossbody splash across Brutus Beefcake. Angle covers. 1, 2, but again, no, another near fall. Kurt Angle not able to put Brutus Beefcake away. Kurt Angle goes into a leg lock on Brutus Beefcake. This is a move we don't see all too often. Kurt Angle trying to squeeze the breath out of Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and he can't seem to get himself out. Well, Kurt Angle releasing the hold, and that definitely wore out Brutus a little bit. Brutus counters with a right. Winds up the arm of Kurt Angle. Drop toe hold from Angle. And now Brutus Beefcake whipped into the corner. There's a shoulder tackle that fails to connect again, and another clothesline. That's not an instant replay. They just did the same thing all over again. Brutus Beefcake back on the outside with Kurt Angle again as the referee counts. Brutus tags Angle with a right. Angle gets him back inside the ring. Follows him on in himself. Kurt Angle from behind tries for the suplex, but Brutus Beefcake says, nope, that's all right, we're not doing that. Elbow to the back of the head of Kurt Angle, a hard right. And Kurt Angle caught in a swinging neck breaker from Brutus Beefcake. And a fist drop from the Barber. Well, he ain't going to use them shears on Kurt Angle, that's for sure. Kurt Angle in trouble as Brutus the Barber Beefcake rounds him up. Whoa, a spinning knee to the head. Another nice move. Brutus taken down by Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle saying it's done. This is not good for Brutus. Brutus counters. Rounds him up, inverted atomic drop to Kurt Angle that puts him in the far corner. Kurt Angle counters and escapes the corner. Angle into a dragon sleeper on Brutus. And there's that rolling leg lock again, and we may see a submission right here. He locked it in pretty good the first time around. Brutus, with a boot to the face, extricates himself from a nasty situation. Another elbow to the head of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle counters with a set of kicks to the leg. And here we go. One arm slam from Kurt Angle, and down he goes. Kurt Angle flipping him over, and there is the ankle lock. And that's going to be bad news for Mr. Brutus Beefcake, who is hanging on, but by only a thin thread. Oh, man, no, he's tapping. That's it. This one's all over. Kurt Angle defeating Brutus the Barber Beefcake by pinfall.
The time was 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Your winner by tap out, Kurt Angle.
All right, well, there you have it. Kurt Angle giving Brutus Beefcake the choice to tap or snap, and he chose tap, hot, quick, and in a hurry, didn't he?
Most certainly did. Once Kurt Angle locked in that ankle lock on Brutus Beefcake, he tried to resist. He tried to hang out for as long as he could, but eventually the pain just became too great.
Yeah, well, Kurt Angle, a master at submissions and a master at that ankle lock, too. He's made a whole lot of people tap or snap. And, well, this time it was Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and, well, he left that ankle lock locked in a real long time, too. And Brutus the Beefcake sure did fight, but, well, it just wasn't enough. All right, folks, our main event is coming up. Greg the Hammer Valentine and Macho Man Randy Savage one-on-one when we come back from this break.